എല്ലാവർക്കും നമസ്കാരം. എൻ്റെ പേര് ജോസ്. ഞാൻ കഞ്ഞിക്കുഴി പുന്നിയാർ സെൻറ് തോമസ് ഹൈസ്കൂളിലെ ഇംഗ്ലീഷ് അധ്യാപകനാണ്. സോ ഐ വുഡ് ലൈക്ക് ടു ഗിവ് യു some input on English grammar. Let us make a journey together. Let us see the basics of English grammar and let us call our previous knowledge to our mind and learn to read, write and speak good English. So first of all, I know you have learned many things about English grammar. You have learned what is a sentence. You have learned plenty of words. All of you know all the alphabets. You know plenty of words. Okay? But I think it is appropriate that we recall all these things in our mind. So I would like to start today with phrase. I think all of you might have heard that term phrase. You have heard a sentence, you have heard different types of sentences. Then what is a phrase? Let us see what is a phrase. Already you know. Phrase is a group of words which makes sense. Let me repeat. Phrase is a group of words which makes sense but not complete sense. What is that? It's a group of words which makes a sense but not complete sense. Sometimes I may explain in Malayalam as well, because all the students may not follow English. So considering them, I would like to explain a bit in Malayalam. Don't worry about it. Group of words, വാക്കുകളുടെ ഒരു കൂട്ടമാണെന്നാണ് പറയുന്നത് phrase. It makes sense but not complete. Let us see some examples, then it will be very clear to you what is this, what do you mean by a phrase. Let us read this sentence. The sun rises in the east. A very familiar sentence to all of you. In that there is a green marked words. You can read it. In the east. Let us read the whole sentence. The sun rises in the east. The sun rises. Let's see the first part. The sun rises. You know, if we simply say sun rises, also it is a complete sentence. In the east. But if we take along these words, in the east, it has got some meaning. അതിന് ഒരു അർത്ഥമൊക്കെ ഉണ്ട്. But it is not complete. When it stands with the first sentence, it becomes meaningful. So that in the east, the group of words in the east, together we call it a phrase. A phrase can be even one word, but a group of words. Here it is a group of words. In the east, it is what we call a phrase. Let us see another example. Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty sat. If we stop the sentence there itself, it becomes a complete sentence. നമ്മൾ Humpty Dumpty sat എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞു നിർത്തിയാലും അതൊരു പൂർണ്ണമായ സെൻറ്റൻസ് തന്നെയാണ്. അതിന് സംശയമൊന്നും വേണം. But if you take on a wall, simply say on a wall, it makes some sense. അതിൻ്റെ അർത്ഥമൊക്കെ നമുക്ക് തരുന്നുണ്ട്. But it cannot stand by itself. ഇതിന് ഒറ്റയ്ക്ക് നിന്ന് കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ അതിന് പ്രത്യേകിച്ച് അതെന്തിനെ ഇങ്ങനെ ഡിപ്പെൻഡ് ചെയ്ത് നിൽക്കണം. So we say Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall, it becomes a complete sentence. So these two are the examples of phrase. I think it is clear to you. A phrase means a group of words which make sense but not complete sense. It has to be a part of a sentence. I think it is clear to you. Let us move to the next topic. After learning phrase, I would like to introduce you clause. You might have heard many clauses, like a noun clauses, adjective clause, adverb clause. So what is this clause? Clause is, again, it is a group of words which forms part of a sentence and contains a subject and a predicate. It is little lengthy, the explanation. Clause is a group of words which forms a part of a sentence. ഒരു സെൻറ്റൻസിൻ്റെ പാർട്ടായിരിക്കുന്ന ഗ്രൂപ്പ് ഓഫ് വേർഡ്സ് ആയിരിക്കും, അതൊരു സെൻറ്റൻസിൻ്റെ പാർട്ടായിരിക്കും. ബട്ട് apart from phrase, it has got some difference. That is, it has got a subject and a predicate. When we saw phrase, there was no subject or predicate. Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. On a wall, it had no subject, no predicate. I think you know what is a subject and a predicate, or we will learn it. Just after this, we will see what is a subject and a predicate. Then it will be clear to you. So let us see some examples. We have some examples here. We love people who are honest. Once again, I am reading. We love people who are honest. We love people. That is a clause. That is a sentence we can say. We love people. If that stands alone also, it has got complete meaning. We love people. നമ്മൾ ആളുകളെ സ്നേഹിക്കുന്നു. Okay, it is a complete sentence. Who are honest. When we take this, who are honest, we know that who are honest, if we take alone, it has got some sense. It makes some meaning. Who are honest. But when it stands alone, it does not make a complete sense. ഇത് ഒറ്റയ്ക്ക് മാത്രം ഇത് മാത്രം എടുത്താൽ ഒരിക്കലും അതിനൊരു കംപ്ലീറ്റ് സെൻസ് ഉണ്ടാകുന്നില്ല. It has to be a part of a sentence. So we know clause is a group of sentence which is a part of a sentence. ഒരു സെൻറ്റൻസിൻ്റെ പാർട്ട് തന്നെ ആയിരിക്കും അത്. എന്നാൽ അതിനൊരു സബ്ജക്റ്റും ഒരു പ്രെഡിക്കേറ്റും ഉണ്ടാകും. ഇവിടെ ഹൂ ആർ ഓണസ്റ്റ്, ഈ ഹൂ റെപ്രസെൻറ്റ് ചെയ്യുന്നത് പീപ്പിളിനെയാണ്. സോ ഹൂ എന്ന് പറയുന്നത് അതിൻ്റെ സബ്ജക്റ്റ് തന്നെയാണ്. ആർ ഓണസ്റ്റ് ഇതിൻ്റെ പ്രെഡിക്കേറ്റ്. അപ്പോൾ സബ്ജക്റ്റ് എന്താണ്, പ്രെഡിക്കേറ്റ് എന്താണെന്ന് അറിയത്തില്ലാത്തവർക്ക് വേണ്ടി ഞാനത് വീണ്ടും എക്സ്പ്ലെയിൻ ചെയ്യുന്നുണ്ട്. So those who know what is a subject and what is a predicate, for them it is very clear. We will see just after this. We'll see another example. We cannot play while it is raining. We cannot play. So if we cannot play, അതിൽ നിന്ന് തന്നെ ആ സെൻറ്റൻസ് കംപ്ലീറ്റ് ആണ്. പക്ഷേ while it is raining എന്ന് മാത്രം നമ്മൾ എടുത്താൽ, if we take only while it is raining, it does not make complete sense. But it has got some meaning, that is true. When it stands with another sentence, it becomes completely meaningful. So I think clause, what is a clause? It is clear to you. Clause is a group of words. First of all, it is a group of words which is a part of a sentence and which has got a subject and a predicate. While it is subject and it has got a predicate. So that two things are clear, I think. So we are discussing about the subject and predicate. So let us move to that. I am sure most of you know all these things, but for a few students may be there who are not sure about these things. I explain these things for them as well. You can also, those who know it, they can recall it and they can revise these grammar parts. Subject and predicate. So every sentence has two parts. What are they? First one is subject. And what is subject? What or whom we are talking about. In a sentence, or what, maybe it may be a thing, it may be a person. Whom we are talking about is called a subject. Example, Hari sang a song. In this sentence, Hari does the action. So here we are speaking about Hari. And what did he do? അവൻ എന്താ ചെയ്തത്? Hari, he sang a song. അപ്പോൾ ഒരു സെൻറ്റൻസിലെ പ്രവൃത്തി ചെയ്യുന്നയാൾ, അതാണ് അതിൻ്റെ സബ്ജക്റ്റ്. അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ആ സെൻറ്റൻസിൽ നമ്മൾ ആരെക്കുറിച്ചാണോ പറയുന്നത് അതാണ് അതിൻ്റെ സബ്ജക്റ്റ്. സോ about the person or thing or whatever we are talking about, that is called the subject. I think it is clear to you. Subject is what or whom we are talking about. Then what is the next part of a sentence? That is what we call predicate. A sentence has got two parts. First one we saw, that is subject. Second one, what we call it, is predicate. And what does a predicate do? It states an action done by the subject. An action done by the subject. ഒരു സബ്ജക്റ്റ് ചെയ്യുന്ന ഒരു പ്രവൃത്തി എന്താണെന്ന് അത് സൂചിപ്പിക്കുന്നു. വാട്ട് ദ സബ്ജക്റ്റ് ഈസ്, ഒരു സബ്ജക്റ്റ് അത് എന്താണെന്ന് വേണമെങ്കിലും പറയാം. എക്സാമ്പിൾസ് നമുക്ക് കാണാം. ദ സ്റ്റേറ്റ് ഇൻ വിച്ച് ദ സബ്ജക്റ്റ് ഈസ്, ഏത് അവസ്ഥയിലാണോ ആ സബ്ജക്റ്റ് ആയിരിക്കുന്നത് അതും predicate പറയും. It will say what happens to the subject. What happens to a subject, this also described by the predicate. And what is done to the subject, what the subject suffers, subject എന്തെങ്കിലും എന്താണ് സബ്ജക്റ്റിന് സംഭവിക്കുക, ഇത്രയും കാര്യങ്ങൾ predicate ചെയ്യുന്നുണ്ട്. An action done by the subject, what the subject is, the state in which the subject is, what happens to the subject, what is done to the subject. Let's see some examples of predicate, and that will be, then it will become clearer. Dogs bark. Vincent resigned his job. See, the underlined part is called a predicate. Why it is called a predicate? Because bark, it says what dogs do. Dogs ചെയ്യുന്ന പ്രവൃത്തി എന്താണെന്ന് പറയുന്നതാണ് ബാർക്ക് എന്നുള്ളത്. So it is a predicate. Vincent resigned his job. Vincent is a subject, and what he does, what he did, he resigned his job. So it becomes predicate. So I think it is pretty clear what is subject and what is predicate. So it says about a predicate, says about subject, and subject is what we are talking about. So let us just recall what we learned in this small video. I am not going to make very big videos because we will learn bit by bit, little bit things, so that will be easier for you. ഒത്തിരി കാര്യങ്ങൾ നമ്മൾ ഒറ്റയടിക്ക് കൊടുത്തു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ അത് നമ്മുടെ മനസ്സിലിരിക്കില്ല. ചെറിയ ചെറിയ കാര്യങ്ങൾ ചെറുതായിട്ട് നമുക്ക് പഠിക്കാം. അപ്പോൾ നിങ്ങൾക്ക് ഒരു ബോറായിട്ട് തോന്നില്ല. ഗ്രാമർ ഒത്തിരി പഠിക്കാൻ, ഒത്തിരി നമ്മൾ പാഠങ്ങൾ പഠിക്കുന്നത് പോലെ വലിയ രസമുള്ള ഒരു കാര്യമല്ല. നമുക്ക് ഒത്തിരി നേരം അത് ശ്രദ്ധിച്ചിരിക്കാനുള്ള ഒരു ക്ഷമ ഉണ്ടാവില്ല. We may not be so patient enough to listen all these things because this is grammar. Okay, so let us learn bit by bit, as simple sentences, as simple things. Let us learn. So I am not making big videos for grammar. It will be small videos. It will be very small ones. But what we learn in one video, let us learn it thoroughly. Okay, so we learned today what is a phrase. We know phrase is a group of words which make sense but not complete sense. And we learned what is a clause. Clause is a group of words which is part of a sentence and contains a subject and a predicate. And we saw what is a subject and what is predicate. We know subject is what we are talking about, and predicate tells us what the subject does or what the subject is. We have seen that already. I think this much is very clear to you. And before I am closing the video, I'll give you some exercise. You can practice it in your home to make what we learned today thoroughly. Separate subject and predicate in the following sentences. That's what I am giving you. You can note down these questions and find out. Separate subject and predicate in these sentences. I think all of you can do that. Please do it in your home. Take your time. Maybe you can pause the video here and you can note down these sentences and please separate it and become clear what is subject. If a teacher tells you find out the subject, so you don't confuse what is a subject and what is a predicate and what is a phrase. When you hear the word phrase, don't get confused. What is phrase? What is clause? Don't get confused. What is a clause? So I'm going to wind up for now, and I'll come with the continuation of this part. ഞാൻ തൽക്കാലത്തേക്ക് ഇപ്പോഴത്തെ വീഡിയോ വൈൻഡപ്പ് ചെയ്യുകയാണ്. അതിനുശേഷം അടുത്ത വീഡിയോയുമായിട്ട് നമുക്ക് അടുത്ത സെഷനിൽ കാണാം. അതുവരെ ഇന്ന് പഠിച്ച കാര്യങ്ങൾ ശ്രദ്ധാപൂർവം വായിച്ച് അത് മനസ്സിലാക്കുക. എന്തെങ്കിലും സംശയങ്ങളുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ I'll give you my contact number if you want. Maybe in the next session I'll display it. ഇത് വലിയ സംശയമൊന്നും വരാൻ സാധ്യതയില്ല, വളരെ സിമ്പിൾ ആയിട്ടുള്ള കാര്യങ്ങൾ. So it was very simple. So see you later. Bye. Take your time and learn these videos. Thank you for watching.